Good morning, students. Well, I would like you all to take out your books and turn to page 27. I'll do a story with you. The name of the story is The Mountain That Ate People. Okay, let's start. Long, long ago in Japan. Now this story is taken from Japan. There was a small state. Just like in India we have many states, like that there was a small state, ruled by a young feudal lord. This state was ruled by a feudal lord. Now what is a feudal lord? A feudal lord is a lord or a person who has a large amount of land, who hated old people. He didn't like old people. Always he would think, what a great nuisance. These old people, no, they're a pain. What a great nuisance these old folks are. These old people are a nuisance. They irritate him. He cried. They can neither work nor think. They are utterly useless. Good for nothing. And should all die. They should all die. According to him, they should all die after they are 61 years of age. So he issued a decree. Now what is a decree? A decree is a law. He made a law and threatened. Made it sure, everyone, he threatened. Whoever broke it would be punished. Most severely, very harshly. He'll give them such a punishment, no, means they had it. Oh, what a cruel feudal lord he was. His people, they feared him. The terrified people, they were weeping, crying, and sorrowful, very sad, were forced, they were compelled to take their old parents when they became 61 years of age. Where? To the dense forest, on the high mountains, right on the top in the mountains, near the city. And then leave them. Leave them in the cold and rain. Let them die at the mercy of wild animals. Wild animals would come and eat them up, kill them. So, this mountain came to be known as the mountain that ate people. So, this is the story, the mountain that ate people. Soon there were hardly any old people left. All the old people died. And the feudal lord was jubilant, very happy. Very happy. Now my state will surely prosper. It'll be fine. We are all young and energetic. And we have got lots of energy. And we have no aged, no old man or old woman to hinder and trouble, to cause any problem. Now, there was a farmer who lived with his mother. Now this farmer lived with his mother. He was all with her and loving her dearly. He loved her very much. He never did anything without her advice. Always he would ask her, Mama, I want to do this. Mama, I want to do that. Can I do this? Can I do that? But one day everybody has to grow old. Soon his mother, too, she also became 61. And since they all lived in the village, it was impossible to hide her age. People will come to know that she is 61 years of age. This poor farmer, he was terribly upset. He was so upset that at night he couldn't sleep. He turned left, turned right, unable to sleep. He couldn't sleep. Why? He was worried. He was scared, fear. Then one day his mother came and told him, Son, I am now 61 years old. Please take me. Take me quickly. quickly to the mountain and leave me over there. The longer you delay, you know that if you take more time, the more miserable you shall be. You'll feel very sad. You'll be very sorrowful. And you know that heartless Lord, He has no mercy, no feeling. He will punish you. Fearful. So don't be sad for me. See, try to understand. One day too we must all die, no? So take me over there. But the farmer, he said, "Nay, oh mother, please forgive me. I cannot do this. Because I just cannot do it." But the mother, she insisted. She said, no, you must. And at last, he agreed. He said, okay. Now, since she was unable to go up, she can't go alone, no, by herself. He put her on his back, on the back. And with tears trickling down his face, tears coming down, he climbed up silently and slowly towards the mountain. Now that road, that path, the narrow path, it wound up, went up and zigzag through dark and desolate. Desolate means lonely, silent, quiet forests. Gradually, even the trail, that path, could hardly be seen. It was so dark because it was evening. By the falling dusk, it was evening. The farmer had to separate the tall grasses and lift the overhanging foliage. The foliage is those plants, leaves. He's trying to do left, right as he climbed higher and higher up the mountain. Suddenly, the old mother perched on his back. She sat on his back. She broke off a twig. Now what's a twig? A branch. A small part of a tree. From a tree. She dropped it. Hardly had the farmer taken a few steps. He took a few steps. She broke another. Now the farmer was puzzled. He asked, "Mother, why are you breaking so many twigs? Huh? What happened?" Then the mother said, "My son, I'm breaking and throwing them down. I know that I will not be alive tomorrow, but it will be extremely dangerous. It will be dangerous for you, because when you're coming back, you will lose your way returning home. It's so dark. See now, it's so dark. But when the moon rises, you'll find your way. You'll find your way safely, following these twigs, following here, there, the twigs, through this dismal forest. And dismal is what? Very gloomy, hopeless, silent. Hearing her loving words, the farmer, he wept bitterly. He helped her down, he put her down, and he said, "No mother, no mother." He cried. "At such a terrible time, how can you still think of me? Even though I'm carrying you, I'm taking you to your death. When you're thinking of me, mother, how can it be? Never will I leave you. I'll never leave you." Please. So, he put her down. But before that, the mother said, "There's nothing strange. Don't worry. There's nothing strange, nothing wrong about my thoughts. See, I was so joyful. I was very happy when you were born. When you were born, I was very happy. And I never minded. I never minded any hardships, all the trouble to bring you up. You grew up slowly, slowly. My son, it is very natural for me to take care of you, to think of you. After all, you're my son, no? How can I forget you? That time, the young farmer, he said, never will I leave you, mother. I can't leave you in this dreadful place, such a fearful place. No, I will gladly accept. I'll accept any punishment. Even if this feudal lord, that lord, no, he will kill me also. I don't mind. And so, he picked up his mother and then they went down. So both of them returned. They came back from the mountain, that 8 people. Everybody was asleep, quietly. He hid his mother among the bushes, and then they reached the edge of the forest, when the entire village was fast asleep. Slowly, stealthily, they went home. Now, the farmer worked hard day and night, digging up the floor within his house. He made one small room under the ground and hid his mother over there. During the day, he tended his fields, looked after his fields very cheerfully, like as if nothing happened, never letting anyone know about the secret, the dreaded secret, this horrifying, this secret. He didn't tell anybody. 1 year passed, another year passed. One day, the mighty overlord, that lord of the neighboring state, now not this lord, another neighboring state, he came, thundering with his army, and horses. They came and waged a war. He fought a war against this feudal lord, defeating. He defeated him. The feudal lord, he pleaded, sir, please. At last, the victorious lord, he felt pity on him, and he said, if you can solve the problem I set you, I'm giving you one problem, then I set you, the lives of your subject, everybody will be spared, will be left. When the feudal lord heard the problem, he became utterly dumbfounded, speechless. He couldn't speak. Calling his nobles, he sent a proclamation. A proclamation is what? An announcement. He told everyone that whosoever, anybody who could solve this riddle, this problem, would be richly rewarded. He'll give a nice gift. Now, what was the problem? The problem was, take 1,000 strings. Take 1,000 strings. Tie them up into a bundle and burn it to ashes. Take 1,000 strings, tie them up into a bundle and burn it to ashes. Now you have to tell me how to bring that bundle to me completely intact. It should not break. It should be completely intact. Now, many days passed. Nobody could think of a correct solution. The farmer also heard. He heard of it. He went home and he told his mother, who laughed. She laughed and she said, don't you worry, son, I'll help you. I'll tell you. Now see, listen, what to do. Make a bundle. Okay, just take a bundle of 1,000 strings. Make a bundle and then soak it, dip it. Dip it in seawater. Seawater, remember? Seawater. And dry it well in the sun. Keep it out in the sun, dry it. Even this is burnt to ashes, it can still be carried on. It can be carried intact, one piece, to this mighty Lord, that Lord. The farmer ran up to the court, and he saw the feudal lord. He bowed down lowly and told what his mother had said. The feudal lord was very happy. He praised the farmer. Shabash, shabash, very good, very good. And he gave him lots of money and lovely presents. After some time, the great lord, that overlord, he sent one messenger to the same feudal lord with another problem. Problem number 2, which was more difficult. Now what was this problem? Let's listen to it. How is it possible to pull a silken thread through a narrow pipe with 7 bends? How many bends? 7 bends. The messenger told that feudal lord, if you cannot reply correctly, my overlord will ransack, will loot, will plunder, will take away everything of your whole state. The feudal lord, he was trembling, fearful. He sent again another proclamation, another announcement across the whole land. Hearing this, the farmer, he went home and he told his mother, Mother, today there was another problem. The mother said, it's very simple, my son. Let our master, you tell our master to get one narrow pipe made with 7 bends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And put plenty of sugar, lots of sugar at one end, this side. Then tie one silken thread around one large ant, tie one thread. And release it, leave it. Now, it will, that ant will get the smell of sugar. The ant will pull the silken thread through the pipe. Not only 7 bends, but even if there are 70 bends also, it will go through. Thank you, mother. Thank you, mother, the farmer said to his mother, and he ran as fast as he could to the feudal lord. Again the feudal lord, very good, very good, very good. He rewarded him with bags of gold and precious gifts. Time passed. Again, that wicked overlord, he sent his messenger to harass, to make this fellow troubled. Who troubled? This feudal lord, with the hardest problem, very difficult problem. The messenger said, the great lord wishes you to make one drum, dim, 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 that will play by itself. The feudal lord was petrified. He was surprised. He became absolutely frightened. Who is there that can tell us to make such a drum? He wailed, he cried. The farmer turned again to his mother. He went back to his mother. Mama, give me some advice. The mother said, "My son, this problem is very easy, easier than the other problems." She said, "Make one ordinary drum and put some bumblebees inside the covering, and then cover the sides with paper. Take it to the overlord, and automatically those bees will play merrily without being touched." "Oh, mother, how wise you are," said the farmer, and he ran again to the feudal lord to tell him. The lord was overwhelmed, very happy, with joy. He took off his priceless strings of pearls and from his neck and gave it to the farmer. But then suddenly he stared at the farmer. He looked at him and said, "It is wonderful. It is wonderful that you are able to solve such difficult problems. Surely you cannot be so wise. Huh? You can't be so wise to think of all the answers by yourself. Tell me honestly. Tell me honestly, truly, who has helped you? I want to know who has helped you." The farmer quaked with fear. He was scared. He bowed down before the Lord and he spoke. He spoke courageously, not with fear, with conviction, full of confidence. He told, "Sir, mighty Lord, I have disobeyed your commands. Actually, I kept my mother hidden at home. It was actually she who really gave me the answers to all your problems. Please forgive me." Now, children, now what do you think? Do you think the feudal lord will be angry? No. How can he be angry? He realized. He understood. He understood the value of the great wisdom of old people. And so, he understood his folly, his mistake. What was his mistake? In sending the old people to the mountain to die. At one, like that bala, no? He withdrew. He stopped the cruel decree, that law which had to send the people who were old when they were 61 years. From that day onwards, no old people were taken to the mountain. Which place? The mountain that ate people. And they all lived happily with their children and grandchildren. It's like we say now, COVID-19, stay at home, be safe. Now what happened? Not only here, let's see the other lord, that overlord, the powerful overlord. He was also very happy. He was extremely impressed by the wisdom of the feudal lord and his subjects. He gave up. He said, enough. He gave up fighting, and they all lived together in peace and harmony. Well, that was the story, the mountain that ate people. I hope you liked it. Okay? Thank you.